Self-confidence. Some guys have a lot of it and some guys don't. But even if you don't, that doesn't mean you can't build it. Because let's face it, man, we're not born with self-confidence. It's something that gets developed over time. So let's say you're really good at public speaking. You're confident in that arena. You also had to develop that confidence by speaking in front of a lot of people over and over. Or maybe you can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 60 seconds. You're confident in your abilities to do that, but you just didn't wake up one day and have that skill. You developed it over time. I mean, some guys are confident in a room full of strangers or going out for a night on their own, and some guys just aren't. Some guys are confident about approaching women, and other guys just aren't. But again, that doesn't mean that you can't develop confidence in any of those areas. And at least for me personally, I wasn't always that confident going out solo or approaching women, but I worked on it, and today I've got no problem in any of those areas. But again, that just doesn't happen overnight, but one of the first things that I did that gave me a lot more self-confidence was I worked on my outward appearance and how I presented myself to the world. So let's talk about some things that you can do with your appearance to help look and feel a heck of a lot more confident. First things first, wear clothes that fit your body. Whether you're slim, heavy, tall, short, it doesn't matter. There's still a way to make your clothes fit your body. Now, of course, sure, if you're 6'2", in shape and super athletic, more things are just gonna look good on you. But even so, that same guy can look like absolute trash if he doesn't pay attention. The most common area is with your pants. If they're too baggy and too long, you're gonna look sloppy no matter what. Go through your closet right now and try on all of your pants. If you see that they bunch up down on top of your shoes, just take those things to a tailor and have them hemmed and also tapered. So they can hem the length, and also with tapering, they'll start at about the knee and then taper it all the way down towards your foot opening. This is gonna give you more of a streamlined silhouette, and the length is gonna be perfect for you. Now, the next thing you can do to start looking and feeling more confident is to just start wearing nicer shoes. You don't necessarily have to run around wearing dress shoes everywhere, but if all you wear right now are flip-flops or old beat-up tennis shoes, you could absolutely benefit by wearing nicer shoes. So maybe instead of those old beat-up tennis shoes, you could go for a nice pair of minimal leather sneakers like this. Or maybe you could do something like a nice classic casual loafer. This one is in suede. Or maybe for your evenings out, you could do something like this nice brown leather derby. Because the thing is, once you start wearing nicer items, especially your shoes, you'll start to get compliments. And the more compliments you get, the more confidence you develop. Next is the skin on your face. Look, man, here is the thing. As we get a little bit older, our skin can start to change and make us look older than we actually are. One way that I'm fighting back is with today's sponsor, Teach Hanley. I talk about these guys all the time, and I've been trying to get you guys to jump on board with it for like the last couple years now and start using it every day like I do. Okay, so look, there's gonna be a special link down below in the description that is going to save you guys some serious money. If you go through that link, you're gonna get a whopping 40% off your first box, plus a free gift, and then you'll get 20% off for life. So my advice, if you're just getting started, start out with the level 1 system. You'll get the daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, a morning moisturizer, and a nighttime moisturizer. Now, if you want to level up and get the same stuff that I use every day, just get the level 3 kit because it comes with all those items plus an anti-aging super serum and this really cool eye solution to help minimize all those wrinkles around your eyes. And full disclosure, you guys, I've been spending my own money on this since day one of these guys opening. I guess it was about 7 years ago. And right now they're offering you guys 40% off your first box plus a free gift, and then you'll get 20% off for life. And also, you get to choose your free gift. You can either choose a body scrubber that you can use in the shower with your body wash, or a premium 4-piece nail grooming kit. Both of these things are at least a $20 value, and you get yours for free. You can pause, cancel, and also customize each item that you want at any time. So again, get started right now and have better looking skin. Go through that link down below in the description and get started today. Thank you, Teach Hanley, for supporting my channel and for sponsoring today's video. Now, we should address the elephant in the room here, because the simple fact is that most men over the age of 40 are not in the best shape. But I've always said this since I started this YouTube channel, is that you're not dead yet. Even if you're mid-40s, you're only half done. Right now, you're at the halfway point and you can do whatever the heck you want and you can make any change that you want. Now, a lot of you guys know this already because I've probably said it too many times at this point, but I hired a personal trainer in January because I just refused to let myself go. And you also know, like I mentioned earlier, that clothing items tend to look better on more athletic builds. So I want you guys to do this with me if you can. Now is the time. What are you waiting for? What's stopping you from getting yourself in better shape? Now look, I don't want to force this down your throat or anything, but if you know that you need to lose some weight and get in better shape, the only thing that's stopping you is you. Again, join me right now. Let's do this together. And really quick, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this one, but a lot of you guys know that I started on TRT, I guess about 8 or 9 months ago, and it's definitely helping. So if you're feeling a little sluggish, maybe lazy, or lacking some of that focus and motivation that you used to have, I just encourage you to get your blood work done and find out what your hormone panel looks like. If your testosterone is low, that just might be something you want to consider. Okay, here's something else to think about, and it's your posture. Walk upright with your eyes up, shoulders back, chest out, and just try to move through life with some purpose. I see far too many guys just hunched over, staring down at the ground. I'm not saying that you have to walk around looking like a peacock or anything, but try to move with some confidence. I mean, look, stand up and do this right now. Stand up with your arms down at your side. Hunch over and stare at the floor. Now, stand up tall, roll your shoulders back a little bit, and look straight ahead. You can't help but to feel that and feel more confident. And along with that, engage with people and look them in the eye when you're talking to them. I think we've all been in conversations with those people who just can't seem to maintain eye contact and they constantly look around as you're talking to them. It's almost like they're either not interested in what you're saying or they look a little bit shifty and you can just tell that they're uncomfortable in their own skin, at least at that moment. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do a staring contest or stare them down or anything, but just try to get more comfortable looking at the individual that you're engaging with. Also, man, smile at people. Smile at everyone if you need that practice. It just makes you appear more friendly and it makes you appear a lot more confident because if you smile at someone, you don't have anything to hide. But if you walk around every day with resting bitch face, it makes you look completely unapproachable. Okay, here's something else. Compliment people. You can compliment both men and women if you want to, and it doesn't have to be anything super deep, but maybe compliment somebody's shoes. Or if you see some guy with a really cool shirt on, just tell him it looks cool and say, well done. Okay, this next one is something that I still do on a very regular basis, and that's to just do something nice for strangers for no other reason than to just do something nice for someone. For example, I've told stories on this channel where I've secretly picked up the check for people at restaurants. So if there's maybe a really sweet older couple, I'll grab their server and just pick up their check. I've also sent bottles of wine to tables who I think are deserving. So, for example, maybe I had a quick chat with a young couple as, we were all just kind of waiting to get seated at the restaurant, and because they were super cool, I might send them a bottle of wine. And generally, I like to do it as I'm leaving, or I'll make sure that the server doesn't say who it's from, because the point is, at least for me, I just want to do something nice for somebody else, and I don't want or need the thank you or any type of recognition. I just want to do it to make their day better. And I can tell you from personal experience that doing things like that for other people does a lot more for you than it does for them. And if you want to start feeling better about yourself and increasing your self-worth and self-confidence, start doing things for other people. Because again, man, I'm telling you, it's an incredible feeling. And with that, gentlemen, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.